What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday over here. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Bitcoin currently at about 27.5K. Kind of struggling today. It did bring quite a bit of these altcoins down with it. Very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin right now. We're going to just take a very quick look and not go into too much detail because I've already done more detailed posts today. So I just want to do a very quick posts about Verasity, VRA, and see what is going on in this market. Had a pretty good pump recently in this coin from going about from 0.4 cents to about 0.7 cents. Okay, so let's see if there's going to be continuation here. Will there be some kind of long consolidation, or will it be a pullback from here? We're going to take a look into the charts and see which one is more likely. Now, we're also going to be taking a look into some key price levels in order for this coin to break, in order to go either direction. Going to be taking a look into some upside and downside price targets as well. And I'll be giving you guys my personal opinions and sentiments on this overall crypto market as a whole, okay, later in this video. So make sure to stay around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I could very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor or an elite trader of any sorts, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market, and I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, if you guys are feeling pumped, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. All right, so we do have VRA here currently at about almost 0.6 cents here. Okay, not too far away from its top, right? At least the recent top from its pump. What could be going on in here? Okay, so before I say anything about this coin, first of all, I do want to emphasize the importance of Bitcoin. Okay, if a certain altcoin has a good setup, but Bitcoin is pulling back or dumping, chances are it's going to kill that altcoin setup. Okay, so look at my previous post from earlier today where I do a deeper dive into Bitcoin, but that is basically the first thing I look at before I look at any other altcoins. Of course, there'll be exceptions where there are coins that will still pump regardless, but it's a probability game, right? You look at a list of altcoins, you're gonna see mostly reds, versus a few, who are actually in gains, like we are currently seeing right now when Bitcoin is pulling back. Something I emphasize. Okay, let's take a look into what's going on with Veracity here. So let's come over here to the weekly time frame where the price action does look like it has broken out of a falling wedge pattern. Not a very long falling wedge, but after the breakout of this pattern, it just dragged on for quite some time. Pretty boring price action, right? But this falling wedge, this breakout is still very active in my opinion. Falling wedges typically break to the upside, and this one did. Let's get a measure target for this pattern here. Okay. Now the measure target for this pattern, for the breakout of this pattern, will give you a measure target at about 1.2 cent area. Okay. Now measure targets are estimates only. Okay. It could be over, under, and there could be a lot of what ifs that could happen in between. As you guys can see here, this price action broke out in June, dragged out for quite some time, right, before getting finally a pump here. Okay, so that's what you gotta just consider, right? Now, let's see if this price action will continue towards its measured targets. What I usually do is I come down to a lower time frame and see if I can get any clues on what could be happening on a bigger time frame from a lower time frame, right? So on this daily time frame, you can't really get too many clues here because this price action has just been going straight up for the past couple of days, and that is not a pattern here on this daily time frame. Let's come over here to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, on this 4-hour time frame here, it looks like the price action has broken down from a from a rising wedge, which usually breaks down, right? And it did. Probably on the 2-hour time frame. That looks more like a more valid rising wedge, right? Rising wedges typically break down. However, this is on a 2-hour time frame now, so I can get more data points. On this 2-hour time frame, do we have a falling wedge here? Okay, do we have a falling channel? No, we don't. Okay, because we have a widening channel here, so that is not a falling channel. Falling channel would be parallel. Okay, let's take a look into even the smaller time frame and see if we can get any clues what could be happening here, right? Let's see. Let's see if this does not seem to work either. This is not a falling wedge at all. All right, so we don't have a particular pattern here. It seems like this price action is still coming down from this breakdown of this rising wedge pattern. Let's see if we can get a measure move from this rising wedge pattern. Okay, so measure move breakdown from this rising wedge pattern is basically you take the measurement of the opening of the pattern and then you put it on at the bottom of the breakout points below the breakout point directly. That would give you a measure target of 5.6, 5.7 cents area, which is pretty on point with where the price action is right now. So let's see if this price action will continue. Since this is a pretty recent move, let's even come down here to maybe the 15-minute time frame and see if we can get any clues on what could be happening, because it's still a very recent move, right? Let's see if we have a pattern here. So this is a symmetrical triangle, but it is basically a symmetrical triangle for for the preceding pattern here, which is basically a downtrend, right? Descending symmetrical triangle patterns typically, is it symmetrical? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's symmetrical. Okay, so symmetrical triangle patterns typically break along with its trend, right? So the trend is at least in terms of this shorter time frame here is going to be a bearish trend. So if it breaks down, right, from the tip of the pattern, you're going to get a measure move down to about 5.2 cents, 5.3 cents area. So a short move, right? So that's basically what I'm seeing here. Let's see if, this price action breaks along with its probabilities, which usually breaks down, or will it actually break against its probabilities and go up, right? Something to be keeping an eye out on. So that's really what I'm seeing. Since this is a pretty recent pump, and I'm not really going to get too much data on a higher time frame. But let's come over here to the weekly time frame back here. Yeah, so the measure move for this one is going to be about 1.2 cents area. Let's see if this price action continue towards that area. But this is a very high time frame here comparing to 15 minutes, right? So that's basically what I'm seeing, right? If there's updates on this coin and you guys want to see it, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, letting me know that you guys want to see more updates on this coin. If enough of you guys want to see more, I will bring you guys an update on this market. That's basically it. Let me go ahead and name some key price levels, right? You guys should be looking out for, okay? So it looks like the price action is on top of all daily moving averages. It is getting rejected by the 3-day 200 SMA, which is currently at about 7.2 cents area, the orange line here. It is on top of all your weekly moving averages. And then your monthly moving average is going to be about 7.3 cents area as well. So quite a bit of resistance at that 7.3 cents area. Let's take a look into some key supports. Now, those are going to be some noticeable key resistances. You guys can check previous trading history as well. 4 key resistances on whatever time frames you guys are focused on. Now let's take a look into some key supports. You got your daily 200 SMA at about that 0.5 cent area. Your daily 21.45 cent area. Daily 50 SMA, 0.43 cent area. Okay, you guys can repeat this exercise with the 3-day time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame, or whatever time frames you guys are interested in. For time's sake, I am not going to do that here. You guys can also refer back to previous trading history as well for key supports as well. All right, so that's basically it for this video. My personal sentiment on this market is still overall bullish because Bitcoin has been able to stay away from a possible breakdown on the weekly time frame, double top pattern. Neckline of that pattern is going to be about 24.7K, right? Bitcoin has been able to stay away from that so far. Let's see if Bitcoin is able to get away to get on top of 28K, because things will look a lot better, at least in the short term. Okay. So I am still long on quite a bit of altcoins. You guys let me know what you guys are doing in this market. It is not an easy market. It is nothing like 2021, 2022. Let me know what you guys are doing, how you guys are trading this. Are you guys just holding, right? Would love to know. And that's it basically for today. I will see you guys next time on the next post. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much.